Hello, this is fundamental control for back chokes. Okay, so I've taken the back, and traditional back take, you want to be close, you want to have your head controlling their head, you want to have the choking arm into the chest, the supporting arm covering the choking arm so that it's kind of free to attack and your hook's in, basically. You never want to cross your leg. You learn that like your first day in jiu-jitsu class because you can get ankle locked. So what I want to do is I want to have control, but I want to have control into a point to where it's going to be very difficult for him to escape, or at least slow him down to where I can see what he's doing to escape, and then I can kind of head him off. I want him to basically race me 100 yards, but I want him to run 110 yards rather than the 100 that I'm running. So I want him to work harder than me. So what I want to do is I want to get better control over his hips, because until I control his hips, he can rotate one way or the other, and then he can start making escapes, and because I don't have really good control. These hooks they're okay, but they really don't control rotation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall on one side. I'm going to pick a side, and the side that I pick, the opposite side, I'm going to push his hip down, and then I'm going to cross my leg over his thigh, come find my leg, and then figure four his hips. So now I have a figure four lock on his hips, and this really stops his rotation because he can't rotate one way or the other. In fact, I can keep squeezing and extending my hips into him, and that in itself is a submission. So now that he is doing the right thing, he's reaching up because he knows he's about to get choked. So what I do is I swim one hand and I grab, and then he'll grab the other one, and now I have a cross grip across his back. So this is really strong for me because as long as I keep his hands separated, they can't help each other. And a lot of the times they'll start, if he's well trained, he'll start circling his hands to try to break my grip me back. But as long as I'm playing this game, I don't want to stay here and admire the work I'm doing. As soon as I do that, I'm going to reach up and I'm going to put my hand, the flat of my hand, across his shoulder and create as much friction as possible so that when he goes to pull on my arm, it's going to be harder because he's pulling against his own shoulder. And he's doing the exact thing he's supposed to do, because if he doesn't do anything, I just pull my elbow back and there's the choke. He's going to reach up and try to lever my wrist so that I can't do that. But because he's done that, I can now pull my hand out, connect my hands together, and now I have a very powerful choke.